Plumbing, heating, and air conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy and hot with an afternoon high near 93. Tonight, mainly clear skies and a light breeze, a low around 71. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and hot again with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service, but it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free, so visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer.
Blitz is on. Taylor picks it up. Fires. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Canadian Football League Grey Cup champion.
Taylor again, wide open.
And first-team All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
5 for Steve Taylor. That is a new Nebraska record.
Live from the heart of Lincoln, America, former All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
That's right, it is Wednesday, and that means it's time for weekly rap sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor. Here we are. I'm Jake Bachman in studio alongside the All-American Steve Taylor. Steve, how's it going this week?
Dude, it's great. Is that really Jake? Is that really you, Bach?
Yeah, it is me.
I mean, I walk in there, your hair is like jet black.
That's right.
Your beard is like brown. And I'm like, dude, like, what did you do to your hair? And what did you say? Like, what did you do to your hair?
Well, I did dye it. I think you're the first one here to notice.
I'm throwing him.
It's been like a week.
I'm sorry, Kitchen fans, but I am throwing him under the bus. He is way too young to be dyeing his hair.
Well, I did
and then you dye it like jet black.
I had some grays coming in, so
It looks like a
little
wig.
worried.
I was like, what is that on your head, man? Come on.
Well, it is.
So
it was
when
my wife's idea more than mine.
Really? So when you went to Walgreens to get your dye, like, did you not like match it? You're supposed to match it to look like your facial hair.
I wanted to try black. Well, I did actually dye my beard too, actually. But I shaved that a little bit here recently. Yeah.
Okay, because it's like you got two,
Might be growing back
two
up a little
different
bit.
colors here. It's like jet black, dude. What are you doing dyeing your hair?
Well,
That's ridiculous, man.
It's not a lifelong decision or something I'm gonna do. From now on.
Every guy that I know that dyes their hair, it becomes a lifelong.
That's what they're gonna do.
So
yeah.
Once you go there, you can't go back. Your hair was perfectly fine.
It was. I had a few grays coming in.
Dude, what do you mean a few grays?
There's a few on
Gray
the side
shows
here.
maturity. Gray shows maturity. Right? Sophistication.
That's right.
That's what you want. Even though people can't see you unless they're streaming. Come on, man. Go back to I want my buddy back. You look like a vampire or something.
Well, it was, again, as usual, if you're testing something out, maybe it's your first time doing it. You might not perfect it, and I think I did leave it in a little long.
Is that like so? When you shower, when you dye your hair, can you get your hair wet when you shower?
That's what this was. So I was a little bit tricked. Okay, my wife got me this shampoo that was supposed to also dye your hair. So I'm thinking it says all natural on it. So I'm thinking this probably is not really gonna work all that well, right? So she said, let's put it in for if it says 20 minutes. So let's do it for
extra 30 minutes.
Well, that's what she said. She said, let's do like 10 minutes or so.
So you didn't follow the directions.
I did follow the directions, actually. So I said, no, because I didn't think it was going to work. I said, no, it says 20 minutes. Let's do 20 minutes. And then I came out, and it looks better today than it did a week ago. Last week.
So last week, Wednesday, was it dyed or not? It wasn't dyed. No.
I don't think Wednesday.
Okay, because I would have noticed. I noticed right away when I walked in the studio.
Maybe it was.
No, it wasn't. I would have noticed. I walked in there right away. I'm like, what? It looks so jet black. It's like blacker than that trim on the window.
That's what I said. I don't know if you'll get all these references, but I just right when I did, I felt like did you watch Little Nicky? I thought I looked like Little Nicky.
Who's Little Nicky?
It's Adam Sandler. He dyed his hair black for a movie back in the day. Ashley Simpson, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she dyed her hair black. So
she dyed her hair black.
Oh, way back in the day, she did. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just remember her as a blonde. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just popular people that dyed their hair. Of course, Ryan Day, the Ohio State coach, he claims to have never dyed his beard, but it looks as jet black as my hair, so I think he does.
Dude, I got some buddies. My brother Alonzo, his beard is so thick. He has all this hair right on his head, and he has a massive beard. I got a friend I golf with, B. His beard is like perfect. And he has a brother, Javon, I walked into the other day. Dude, these beards now are like, I want to touch it because it's so well groomed.
Oh, yeah.
And it's so conditioned. It looks so soft. And dude, I can't do that.
You can't grow much of a beard?
I have a goatee. There's one side on my right side that's not quite connected. But I have a modest goatee, a little bit, almost like an after 5 goatee. But that's about it. And I have lots of gray hairs, and I shave everything, and I'm bald, of course, right?
Yeah.
So I'm good with that. It makes me look younger. People think I'm like 30, 35, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
like
you look
60.
young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what age did you decide to go ahead and shave it all off? Because Nick is currently having a freak out moment.
Is he really?
Because there was a picture taken of him. It was Sipple's birthday this morning. So happy birthday, Sipple. There's a picture taken of him.
Happy birthday, Sip. I heard he's 59.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know that. I know that.
Yep,
59.
Best sports journalist in the state.
Well, is he really? Did we vote on that?
If I voted on it, I think I'd.
Okay, all right. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's a little soft, but he's pretty good. Sip is pretty good, but he's a little soft.
Yeah. Well, and he's a little bit after your time, right? I mean, as far as
he's
covering you.
I know him a little bit. He's a little soft. So I've read a lot of his writings, throughout the different administrations, and he was always like really not like coming out and saying what needs to be said or writing what needs to be said. So he needed to be a little tougher. Not tougher, just more factual, just to the point.
Well,
with it.
I always called it. Unfortunately, Sipple has been around since the mid-'90s, and we've
Yeah.
seen a lot of firing since then.
Exactly, yeah.
So I always kind of thought there was a turn. As soon as Sipple turned on the
he
coach,
would always come in after they were fired.
well, no, to me it would always. I always noticed it was Sipple and some of the major journalists. If they turn on the coach, that means the coach is getting fired. Like if it's that day. Now, Omaha World
But
Herald.
he never
not
really
necessarily,
turned on anyone. He never really called anyone out for what it really is. He did it like after the fact. So that's what I mean by he should have been a little more. He should have been tougher.
Yeah.
And call it like it is. But I understand you're a journalist and whatever, right?
Well, some of those
You're
times
Husker
can
friendly.
be tough. Specifically, remember 2007 and 2017, or 2007, it just became obvious as the season went along that this isn't working out. Like Bill Callahan's
who
going to
was
have to go.
2007 was
This is
Callahan?
Bill Callahan's final
Dude, it
year.
was only like 4 or 5 years into the season when you think about it.
Yeah, it was only his fourth year.
And he was done.
But it
after the
was,
fourth
yeah,
year?
you could tell after the USC game, things were going down.
Now,
So,
I don't remember him saying anything about Frost administration when they were like never doing anything.
well,
They
yeah.
never did anything. And so he never called that out early on.
Well, I just always thought it was weird. Like during that time and during 2017 when Mike Riley, same situation, they had an early loss year
And he
3.
only had like 3 years.
His
That's what I'm
third
talking
year.
about. He wasn't like, you
Yeah.
know.
He had an
anyway,
early loss.
He's a great journalist. He's a great
Yeah,
writer.
he is,
but
yeah.
he could have been a little bit more stern and more factual and call it like it is. But I guess he was worried about, them talking to him when he goes to the press conference.
Well, that's what's the hard part during those seasons when you know there's like 8 games left and you know the coach is going to get fired. And whether you work covering the team or especially if you work for the network, I always thought that was so awkward because it's just like,
I guess it would be.
there's not much to say.
I'm not in their shoes.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes I'm watching like CNN or whatever, I'm watching, and, of course, Trump says these things are just totally not true, right? Just totally not true. And everyone knows it's not true, but no one calls them on it. No one says anything. I'm just saying. Right?
Yeah.
So, but
Not
when
to
they
get political,
I
but
guess
yeah.
and I'm not getting political, but when
Right,
they
yeah.
do, they get ostracized. They can't.
He gets
can't come in.
fact checked more than anybody.
Yeah,
Put it that way.
I understand. I understand that. I really
Yeah.
do. I understand that.
So where were we starting the story? Oh yeah, Nick Balding. So Sipple was having his party. Sipple was having his party out here, and there was a picture taken of Nick. It caught at an angle that he thought was like, "Oh no, I'm balding." Which he just got a haircut, so it kind of
Really?
exposed that a little bit too. And so, he's freaking out about it. I'm also freaking out about it. I'm 10 years older, so I'm a little bit more
embrace it.
afraid.
Okay.
Well,
for me, it was probably 10 years ago for me. I went back home to California, and my cousin Raymond, who was like 6'6", 6'7", he was like Mr. State of California in basketball, was a great basketball player. And one day we were just having like, I don't know, we're outside on the patio, out by the pool, having some ribs and whatever. And he goes, so when are you going to let that go? And I was like, I know what he was talking about, right? I know what he was talking about. And he was, I guess he was referencing my hairline on my head. He was like, when are you just going to let it go? And he said, your hair. And I was like, oh, I didn't know it was at that point, right? So ever since then, about 10 years ago, my hairline was receding because I used to get my hair cut every 2 weeks, right? And I used to go to Muhammad's, which was Kelly Fade, then Muhammad's on 27th and O Street. So anyway, that's the first time it hit me that, okay, maybe, right? And then I used to watch the Golf Channel, and they had a black journalist on there, and his hairline was like really receding, and he was still, even like Stephen A. Smith is like still like that, right? So anyway, I started noticing it, and I was like, okay, fine. So I went to get my hair cut, and he wasn't there. I came back he said be back in an hour. I came back, he wasn't there. I may have told you the story. He came back again for the third time, and he wasn't there. So then I just went home and I just shaved my head. It was going to save me like $20.
Yeah.
It took him like 2 minutes to cut my hair. I talked to AD. I said, AD, how do you shave your head, right? Yo, dude, I just get a razor and I just shave it. So I went home. I went out to Walgreens, bought some razors, and went home and just freehand and shaved my head, right? Didn't think anything of it. So that night, my daughters came home. They were probably in their teens. And I said, hey, what do you guys think about my haircut? And they was going, what are you talking about? It looks the same. And that was a aha moment, like, okay, all right, it was time to let it go.
Yeah.
But, dude, the best thing for me ever, I got a couple stories, was Tupac.
Okay.
Tupac made being darker skin, for black people, darker skin attractive and cool, and being bald cool.
Yeah. and Michael Jordan, right? It's kind of same
no,
era.
Forget
Not
Michael
really.
Jordan.
Not
It's
so
all
much,
about
yeah.
it's Tupac.
This is all about Tupac.
No, Tupac
yeah.
made it like to be cool and
Okay.
you can be hip, you can be cool.
Because he was still young when he
was
decided
young.
to do it.
He was young and he was bald.
Yeah.
And dude, so it's been cool. It's been great. Not that anyone notices I'm bald, like they notice I'm bald, but when I had hair before, we cut it so short because it was a fade, bald fade. If you know the language or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's been great, dude. I've saved probably thousands of dollars now by just shaving my head, and it takes me like 2 or 3 minutes every other day.
So when you
It's
when
so
you did
easy to
this,
maintain
when you
it.
did this that first time, ever since then you never tried to grow it back.
No, never,
Yeah.
never, ever. It's like it's great. It's so maintenance free. I do still buy hair shampoo though.
Do you?
I do.
Do you still use it?
I buy the 2 or 3 in one: the body wash, the hair
Sure,
the
yeah,
conditioner, and I buy it all. Right, and I just
that saves some money too.
just to keep my scalp, fresh and clean and conditioned. But I have no hair,
Yeah.
so and it's easy. It's weird. So I wonder. Sometimes I see the back of my head, and I see you have the lines and the wrinkles, right?
Yeah.
But other than that, it's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't.
Well, but
so embrace it.
Yeah.
Go with it. You
But
may look cool. Come next week when you're bald.
that's what I'm saying. Well, some people can pull it off though, and some people you have to have the right head shape. I don't know if I'm gonna look okay.
No, you
bald.
gotta try. You don't know. I think you should go and just shave it. Shave off all your. My Lincoln brother has this. He has a nice. He's not bald, but he has some hair, and it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks. And it's I think you would love
like
it,
a balding fade. Like
I think you would be surprised how first of all people would notice.
Yeah.
And you'll feel cool and you'll feel hip.
Well,
and it'll make you look younger.
I also gotta grow my beard out, like you were saying earlier. Beards are cool now, so if I can
bald head and a
bald
beard,
and big beard, yeah.
Bald head and a beard. I think you're married. I think people like that.
Yeah,
it's very cool. It's very cool
yeah.
looking. There's a lot of guys that are. It's very intimidating.
Yeah,
yeah. I think you should try it, man.
Yeah.
Come back next week and let's make a bet. Shave it off.
I don't know. I don't know if I can
Come
commit
on,
to
just
this.
do it.
I'm sorry.
Your hair will grow back.
It might not. That's what I'm worried about.
No, but just don't shave it bald. Don't shave it bald.
Yeah, just a buzz cut.
Like a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Buzz cut. Get you some clippers and the right little. You'll save so much money. It'll be easy, and you will like. And then you have the nice. So you got a nice looking beard.
Yeah,
you look like Wolfman right now.
Well, that's partially because I dyed it black and it filled in. Yeah. I'm gonna continue dyeing my beard.
But you've always had a nice full looking beard.
I can grow a beard,
and you can trim it up. I think you look cool, dude. I think you look very cool. Your wife will like, oh, you look sexy.
Yeah,
I think she'll like.
Might try it out.
Yeah,
I might do a buzz cut. I might do
the buzz cut. Because you got this little girly thing going on the front, Just do a buzz cut, man, to get rid of that.
And what's your advice for Nick? He's a little bit younger.
Just let it go.
Just let it go.
Do the buzz cut. See how it looks. He'll like, especially in the summer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially in the summer. Yeah.
Do it now, and then I guarantee he will like it.
Yeah.
My Lincoln brother looks really good with his buzz.
What age did you go all the way bald then?
Dude, I don't know. I'm 50. I'm 58. So I was probably around maybe 50.
Yeah, that's a good run though. 50s. See, that's a good run.
I had a good run. Yeah, I was fine. I had a good run.
That's what Nick's a little bit worried. He's like 25.
You look at the top of my head, bald spot in my head, and my hairline was receding. Otherwise, you really couldn't tell. At least I couldn't.
Yeah.
unless you have. First of all, you have to be taller than me.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always get worried about. Is like I think people shorter than me aren't going to notice, but taller people will be like, "That guy's balding. Look at him, he's balding."
You will like it. Trust me. I think you will like it. Let the dye go. Do the buzz cut, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah. Well,
I don't want you out here in the summer and you get hot and sweaty. You got this. I used to golf with a buddy. We made fun of him because he dyed his hair and he dyed it this weird off-color brown. And so we would golf in the summer. And you see this brown stuff dripping from
when he would sweat. He would sweat brown.
Oh, it was a going joke, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, why are you doing that? And then the color he chose to use was like this bronze gold color.
Yeah,
it was just weird.
Yeah, I mean color matching. I did learn that from dyeing my hair. You gotta care more about color matching.
I guess.
But
leave that for the women in the world, dude. Okay, let's not go there.
Fair enough. How about the 4th of July coming up? This is our last show before the 4th of July. You big fan?
I love 4th of July, especially when I had kids, because I participated in the madness. I mean, people go blow their 401ks on this.
That's
stuff,
right. That's right.
I had a couple of my golf buddies that were just firework, what do they call them? Pyros or whatever.
Yeah.
They were just nuts, right? Anyway, so I participated in that when I had kids. But then as I got older, my kids were gone. It's the worst day ever. Especially if you have pets. We have to drug our dog, sedate him, Then we have to go out in the country somewhere to try to walk them because they were just scared out of their minds, right? And then we start going to Colorado to my Lincoln Mom's place. So we like getting away for 4th of July. But this 4th of July, my buddy, Kenny Willite, is getting married.
Oh, cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, when are you getting married? He said the 5th. I'm like, you going to be going to Vegas? He said, yeah, it's a Vegas wedding. I'm like, dude, I'm in. I get away from Nebraska.
Oh, cool.
At first, I want to witness this, right?
Yeah.
He's so nervous. I can't believe he's actually doing this, but he's doing it, right? Anyway, so I'm going to Vegas for a couple of days for this wedding, and I've never been to Vegas in the summer.
So you're going to be in Vegas for the 4th?
Yeah,
Or-
4th
yeah?
and the 5th.
Yeah.
For this wedding. On the
I
beach.
wonder what that's like. Yeah.
I'm going to
What that
find
sounds
out.
like.
I'm going to find. I've never experienced a Vegas wedding,
Yeah.
so I'm going to get to do that.
Yeah.
I wonder if Elvis is going to show up.
It
you know?
could be. Yeah. Do the whole thing.
Yeah, so we're going to have a good time. So I'm going to Vegas for the 4th of July for my buddy Kenny Willite, number 19, for his wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of good-looking bald man, yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well,
he's bald. I wouldn't go. I don't know how.
I was trying to line you up.
I
Yeah.
think he's probably average, mid-average, maybe. You know.
Okay. Well, he's
But-
getting married. He must be doing something right.
Well, she thinks he's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so nice to him.
Yeah. Well, good.
My wife was only that nice to me. I'm like, what? What am I doing wrong?
Well, if they're in that phase, right, where they're getting married, I mean,
no,
you
she's
still.
always nice to him.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
I'm
just
like-
wait after 20 years of marriage. Or how long have you been married?
it's close to 40, dude.
Well, wait after
Been
40
together.
years.
I know. It's
married.
like, I won't even tell you what I should tell you some stuff today. It was crazy, dude. Yeah.
No. We don't want to get you in trouble here.
Yeah.
A couple of thoughts off the text line. Bill and Bennett says maybe a do-rag would be a good look for Nick. You think he could pull it off?
Don't go there. Don't
No,
go. No.
Probably
no.
not. That's probably not good advice.
Okay, I have to be politically correct, so I'm not going to say anything. But no,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
would not look good in the do-rag.
Kip-
Not too many people look good in the do-rag.
No, that's right. Yeah.
Even though I wore one when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I cut it off in the back though, because we used to put grease on our hair to get the waves. So you had to wear
okay.
that do-rag at night. You put the grease or the oil in your hair. I had waves in my hair in high school, and it was just circles. It just go around.
As in like
circle.
curls?
No, waves. Like it looked like a wave, dude.
Okay.
My whole hair. That's probably why I went bald, right? Because it's called Murray grease. That too. It's called Murray grease, and you put this grease on your hair, and then you put a hot towel on it, and it sets it. And then you put the do-rag on at night, and you sleep in it, and that's how you get the waves in your hair.
Okay.
This was way back in the day in the early 80s, right?
Yeah.
And my hair was like the whole thing was just waved, right? It was really good. So I wore a do-rag at night, but I actually cut mine off in the back because it was too hot.
Mm.
So I didn't need the 5 or 6 inches hanging out. Then you start people seeing them just wearing them every day, all day. And that's not what they were invented for. They're invented just to wear them at night to set your waves so you can have waves in your hair.
Yeah, they became quite a fashion statement there, especially in the early 2000s, 90s. Yeah.
Not a good look.
Yeah.
I won't say what kind of look it is, but I never liked that.
Kip says Jason Statham had to be the hero of all bald white guys. So
Who is
you know
that?
Jason Statham? He
No.
plays the same guy in every movie where he's fighting people and saving people.
Oh,
If you don't
really?
know, if you don't know the reference, then that's fine.
Name me some cool white guys. I know one guy that's bald.
Oh, Bruce Willis. Pretty
Bruce
good.
Willis is
Yeah,
cool.
Cool.
The
bald
one
white
guy I know that's bald does not look good is the NBA commissioner.
You don't think?
Now, my daughters comment every time about him. Now, he's not the best looking bald guy.
He's a very successful businessman. Maybe his looks aren't,
But
aren't his top.
I think he's doing just fine.
Yeah, he's doing
I'm
very
just
well.
saying,
I'm a
like,
big
you don't
fan
see-
about
You don't
himself.
see him and you don't say, man, that's a cool
That
look.
is one good-looking man. No,
Yeah,
that
but Bruce
usually
Willis,
doesn't come out. Yeah,
Bald looks cool. And I think he went to the buzz cut first.
yeah.
He went to the buzz cut
I
first.
think he did.
Was that in Pulp Fiction? I think it was Pulp Fiction. Was one of his movies that I think he had like the buzz cut, which he looked cool.
Yeah, he was balding, well, not balding, but thinning for quite some time before.
Because he
went
was
to the
not
balding.
bald in Die Hard. In the
Yeah,
Die
that's
Hard
right.
movie. He
Yeah,
was not.
yeah.
But I think Pulp Fiction is when he had the buzz cut
Yeah,
and he looked cool.
yeah,
And he was cool.
He
I don't know
was
if it was
cool,
the
yeah.
role or the characters that he was playing, but he looked good.
yeah.
Hey, fans out there, we are going to talk football.
We
Trust
will
me.
eventually.
But we're just
yeah.
rapping right now and talking. We will talk a little football.
Old
Trust me.
Dad 34 says, "Buck, bald is the best thing I ever did."
Oh,
So
see?
it does pull. It works for some people. Ohio Husker says, "The first time I shaved my head, I had lost a bet, but it grew back a little thicker the first time. So you can do it once and you'll be okay."
That's true. See, I think you'll be fine. You should do it next week, man. Just do it. It'll grow back.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm giving you some experience. I was nervous about it. But
Yeah,
dude, like, it's worked out pretty good. It really
It's
has.
like this-
I mean, it's a win-win-win all the way around.
I like you're like kind of shaping it as just this ultimate freeing experience. But you don't have to worry about your hair anymore afterward.
You do this, it's liberating.
Yes, that's
It's
right.
liberating. I mean, I'm like in the shower, out of the shower, done.
Yeah,
Right. And you're gonna look cool because you got a nice full beard.
yeah,
So you'll be bottom heavy.
that's right. Yeah, it's like what is that toy that the kids used to play with? You take this hair up here with
Oh.
a magnet, and then or you bring it back down.
Oh yeah.
All my hair is getting magneted down to my
Yeah.
beard.
You look, get
Which
rid
is
of this
fun.
little swirly thing you got going on right now. Wow.
Hey, that's my signature. I can't get rid of that. Maybe I'll just keep that up front.
Then you have this basketball shirt on today. I was like, what is
Yeah.
this basketball shirt?
Yeah,
He
I
has
don't know
a
if I can show it.
basketball shirt on with hands, and they're all of different nationalities. So I said, what do you have on?
It's an inclusive basketball shirt. It's saying basketballs for
What
everybody.
are you inclusive? What?
And just saying, basketball's for everybody. It's a
It's
nice
not for
shirt.
everyone.
Well,
I guess anyone can play.
Anybody
anyone can play,
right?
but
Yeah,
your skill level have to be up to par.
yeah.
So,
Well, it's funny
so in
because
the end, not everyone can play.
that's true. It's very true.
But I like.
yeah, it's a well-meaning shirt.
I guess it is. I guess you're represented there. I see
Yeah.
a white hand there.
There's a white hand.
You got
in there.
all
That's
different
correct.
shades. You have
Yeah.
all different shades. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And on the back it says assists over points. And somebody that's
Assist over points.
that's
See,
right.
This is like everyone gets a medal now.
this is a very happy shirt, a very
Yeah,
inclusive.
assists are
Everybody's
fun.
around.
Assist is a good thing, but it's all about scoring.
Well,
It's all about
Can be.
scoring, dude.
somebody made fun of me when they saw me wearing this shirt. 'cause
I
they
would make
said,
fun of you. I wouldn't make fun of you, but I would like, what are you doing here?
Oh,
What are
somebody
you
just
doing?
told me you don't pass the ball enough to wear that shirt. I said, well, that's probably.
yeah. You're projecting, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to show everybody that. Yeah, but if you actually play with me, I'm not going to get too many assists. Sorry, I'm shooting the ball, as
right.
most people do.
All
But
right.
all right, let's take a quick break. We do have some football to talk. It's been a busy June now,
Has
heading
it?
over
Has
to
it
July.
really?
Yeah, and recruiting for Matt Rule. And somebody didn't think he did so well, so he had to clap back on Twitter. So we'll talk a little bit about that, as well as Nebraska's new recruit, Larry Miles, who committed the other day to Nebraska. We'll do that next with Steve Taylor here on Weekly Wrap Session with the All-American quarterback, Steve Taylor, coming up next.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
4th of July weekend is coming soon, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble your grill so it can look and perform its best. Visit their website, HuskerGrillCleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Citizen soldier and veterans of the Army National Guard, you are invited to celebrate the 3rd of July at the Roca Tavern for a free concert by Sean Cole and the Drunk Monkeys. It all starts at 8 p.m. and it's sponsored by the City Car Wash on 3rd and Main in Hickman.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Hauling has been a trusted and reliable hauling service in the community, and they have established themselves in the roll-off industry as well. Fast Mike's Hauling can help you with everything from demolition debris, estate cleanout, yard cleanups, and so much more. They also offer dumpster rentals and flatbeds to make those bigger jobs a little bit easier. Call Fast Mike's Hauling today at 402-450-6828 or visit them online at fastmikerolloffs.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Now back to weekly rap sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is weekly rap sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor, although we're just doing hair talk so far today. Maybe we can get off.
We're going to rap about everything. We rap about almost everything.
I am Jake Bachman. He is the All-American himself, Steve Taylor, one of the best to ever laced it up at quarterback for the Scarlet and Cream. And let's get into a little bit of the Scarlet and Cream, the Husker recruiting this past month. Of course, if you include yesterday, I know it's a new month, but if you include yesterday's commitment from Larry Miles, a 3-star slot wide receiver from Orlando, Nebraska, picked up 8 commitments in June, and then Larry Miles there would make number 9 over the last month for the Huskers. And there is also some news. Kelvin Obot, the offensive lineman. Who's this? Larry Miles?
Yeah.
Larry Miles is a 3-star.
So I like the 3-star guy.
Yeah.
Because they have the biggest upside. And those are ones that sometimes are late bloomers, and they have this. It's almost like being a mid to late rounder. They have maybe this chip on their shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
That they're not a 4 or 5 star, and they blossom to turn out to be 4 or 5 stars, right? So when I hear 3 stars, I'm like, okay, I like that. That's a guy that has a tall ceiling that could be huge. Huge. So what we ought to do is track this. Track all these guys that we signed in 2000. What class is he?
This is going to be the 2026 class.
Okay, he's 26. So we should look at our 2025 class and track them and see how they do here. Like we have what 15, 20 maybe, I don't know. And then see when their career is done, what was their impact on Husker football?
Yeah.
That'll give us a true indication about all these 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars.
Yeah, it's interesting because I did do that once with Husker recruiting classes dating back, and I found that at least, and it kind of depends on what you want to call a hit rate or because some guys they will contribute or start, and some guys will become all Big Ten players. So it's kind of tough to say there. But as far as contributing to the team, I think the 3 and 4 stars are about equal. About the percentage wise about when they come back.
That's why I like the 3 stars. And it's not if you're all conference. I mean that's always good,
right?
All conference or any All-American honors or whatever that is, right? But for them to really have an impact on the university and their contribution to the team, to see what kind of impact they have.
Yeah, and I do think generally the 4 stars do have a little bit higher rating as far as that next level, right? Getting to that.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. If you're a 4 or 5 star out of high school, that may say you have some professional talent there.
Yeah, that's kind of what in general. Yeah, just in general.
If it holds true, if you don't screw it up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, and even that, I mean, that's tough to track, or not to track, but just to, like, there's certain guys like Jeremiah Smith, the Ohio State.
But I do know a lot of parade All-Americans when I came out that ultimately didn't do that.
Yeah.
I know there's several.
That's what I mean. I think it's always interesting. I don't know if you see it, but there's always these this stuff that shows up on my social media feed. It's like, here's the 1996 McDonald's All-American team, or in through different years.
Basketball is a little different animal, but you can get an indication.
But it's the same. Yeah, it's the same deal where you look through and like, okay, well, here's this pro guy I knew. Okay, this guy kind of flamed out in college. Who's this guy? I'd never even heard of
I think Bronny James was a McDonald's All-American.
Bronny?
So I think it was. I just remember reading an article about him, and I was like, he could have done a little better.
Yeah.
I mean, if he was a parade All-American, my nephew was a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
Of course, he was drafted in the first round, though, out of high school.
Yeah. That Stevenson, Deshaun?
Yeah. And then there's some other kids he played with, that were that were McDonald's All-American that gone on. Drew Gooden and those guys went on to play and have pretty successful NBA careers.
Yeah. I was a big Drew Gooden fan, so I'm glad you brought it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Kansas, too. I loved it.
Yeah.
Wish my nephew would have gone to Kansas.
Now, and he had specifically some weird hair, too, by the end of his career. He was balding, but he kept this little patch on the back
I know,
that he would put underneath.
Nasty looking.
Yeah, it was so weird because he'd wear a headband and it would just be like this little patch underneath his headband.
No, that's not a good look.
He tried to pull that off. I don't think anybody followed. But in any case, Nebraska,
you can lose followers when you do something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. In social media days, that was before social media so much. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't do that these days.
So we have a pretty good 2020. I mean, that's 2026. Okay.
Yeah. So the class is getting better. They've now got 12 commits in it. But to my point that I was kind of making is that
Trey Taylor's in that class, 2026.
He's 27, actually.
Oh, God,
it's hard to keep up. So Dayton Raiola is in this
I thought he was 26.
No.
Okay.
So he's still got another
2 more seasons.
He's got a junior and senior season to play in high school.
God, that's an early commit, man.
It is.
That's wow.
But he's trying to peer recruit and kind of build up that class to when he gets there, right?
Oh, that's a lot can happen in 2 years.
Quite a commitment, though. Yeah,
a lot can happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Who knows where the NIL would be in a revenue share? In 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah. And not to say anything about Matt Rule, but for anybody committing before 2 years before you get to college, your coach,
no wonder I don't get too excited about it, man. That's too far. I'm worried about the first season opener in Kansas
What about
City.
Cincinnati? Yeah.
I'm worried about that.
That's a good thing to look at.
Yeah. I get it. Though. You got to stock the shelves.
But it is interesting because in totality, the story is just kind of coming together. Is that Nebraska did have a really good June, and that they got 8 commitments, some higher level guys. And there was an article in ESPN that said Nebraska whiffed in June.
They whiffed. They were hit and miss.
But because a lot of these guys were late June. So I don't know if it was just the timing. They also lost C.J. Brownell.
And Rule didn't like that, right?
Rule did not like that.
Chimed in on it.
We can't say whether this is necessarily directed toward that specific article,
but it isn't. Yeah.
But it looks to be. He tweeted out, "Too many people have profited financially off of negativity and despair. Their time is over."
There you go.
You like that from your head coach?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not on social media, so I miss all that stuff.
Well, yeah.
The tit for a tat. I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
I'm too worried about my golf game.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of golf, dude, had a great day yesterday, and I had a great week last week. Yeah.
You did golfing. Yeah, getting back into the swing of things.
Yeah. So here's the deal. So I went to my Lincoln Brothers daughter's graduation party, and she went to West Side. She's graduating, and congrats to Maddie. Anyway, so I went there, and her boyfriend, you won't believe that she's been dating for quite some time, is Chris Brown's son.
The kicker, Chris
The
Brown.
kicker,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
so I got to know him. So he doesn't know me, right? He was like 12. He's really young, right? He doesn't know me. So I talking to Maddie. I said, well, let's FaceTime. So she FaceTimed me, and so I get his son on FaceTime. And he has no idea who I am, and then I just go after him, right? Dude, first of all, he's a good-looking kid.
Oh, good.
And he could be a model.
Yeah.
I mean, he's tall, dark
Chris
hair.
Brown's a pretty good looking
great
guy.
skin,
Yeah.
huh?
I said Chris Brown is a pretty good looking guy.
Yeah, but he's short. He's short.
Okay.
There's nothing against
So he's
short.
he's better looking than Chris even.
I never if Chris, I can recognize him now, but I never knew what he really looked like. But his son is a really good looking kid.
Yeah.
And he's a baseball player at Westside.
Okay.
So I've gotten to know him via FaceTime and then at our family gatherings, right? So he was at this graduation party, so we were talking, and he's a pretty good baseball player. Of course, I play baseball, so the first thing I asked him, like, are you any good? I love doing this to these young kids because they don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Right? If they say yes and they seem cocky, if they say they're not, then, they're not very confident, right? So I just love throwing it out there, but he responded correctly, and he's a good baseball player. Anyway, and he's a pretty good golfer. Supposedly he's a good golfer. So anyway, so my daughter dates, he graduated last year. His name is Justin. He graduated. He's an engineer. Played high school baseball, right?
Okay.
And then my Lincoln brother, Griffin, who played at Southwest, is a pretty good football player, right? And he's going to Johns Hopkins on a scholarship, to I don't get scholarships, but he's going to Johns Hopkins to play football. So we got this connection. So anyway, but they all like to golf. So they always ask me, are you any good at golf? I'm like, well, I hold my own. So anyway, we had a golf outing last week out at Firethorn. And dude, first of all, these guys, they hit the ball so far. I really want to go up to like the gold tee box. I mean, the blue tee boxes and play because I'm almost 60. These guys are like 18, 19 years old.
So
like
they're out driving you.
Swinging out of their shoes and hitting the ball like tons, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had my youngest daughter's boyfriend, Justin, and then I had Chris's son, Burke, and then I had my Lincoln brother, Simrat, playing at Firethorn. I had the home field advantage because neither one of them has played Firethorn. But they don't know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
But man, I had the best day. See, I don't have any boys. Right. My daughters,
Right.
I tried to introduce them to golf. They don't want to have anything to do with it. But man, I had the best time ever. And I held my own. I held my own.
Yeah.
And the one that's the most non-athletic won.
Oh, okay.
When he won the money. He
Well,
didn't
that
win the
can
score.
happen.
I had a low score, of course, but he won the money, right? He made birdie on the last hole on a bump press back, which was like $30-some a man in the game that I play, right?
Yeah.
Which I introduced him to this game. And the first thing Justin comes to me and say, hey, your Lincoln brother Jeff told me not to play the top dog golf game with you, right? And I wasn't going to take their money, right? Even though they got way more money than me, right? And we just had a great time. We had a great time.
Yeah.
So my golf week was pretty good. And then I shot 74 yesterday.
Hey, there you go.
I almost have 4 straight birdies in a row.
Oh, wow.
So my golf game is finally coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you've mentioned before, you don't drive quite as far as you used to be.
Why you got to go there with
well,
that?
I'm just saying. Now you've adjusted. Now you're getting your shorter game. You got to adjust
I have
on the other
come
end.
to terms with I don't drive the ball as far as I used to.
Yeah.
I still hold my own.
Yes.
Right. And there's still guys longer than me, but I hold my own. And I play combo tees now. I used to play tees that were almost the original thorns at Firethorn. I was like a 2 or 3 handicap from the greens right at that time. But now we've been playing the golds. And then guys got away from the guys are aging now, right? So so now we're playing combo tees, which is the gold and blue tees. And actually last night, you heard of hump, like today is hump day. I've had hump year. I've had a hump 3 years, right? I finally gotten over the hump. I have accepted I have accepted the fact that I'm not as long as I used to be.
Yeah.
And like Jack says, play it forward. You have a much better time, you'll score better and be a lot more enjoyable. So I have come to terms with that.
Yeah.
I've been struggling with it for about 2.5 to 3 years.
I can understand.
And plus, it's easier to walk. The course at Firethorn is easier to walk if you play the combos versus the gold because you have to walk back. You have to walk back like on 4 or 5 different holes.
Yeah. So what's your next golf outing? You got another one lined up?
I'm going to Vegas, so I won't golf until Sunday.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to have a rematch. We're going to go to Happy Hollow, and Chris is going to pick up this tab because I picked up the last one, whether he likes it or not, right? On a weekend rate, right? Like, geez, are you serious? Right? So we're going to go to Happy Hollow, and we're going to do it there. We can't go to the Lincoln Country Club, or CCL, they call it, because they're going to be closed. But we'll go. So maybe we'll go to Omaha Country Club and play. We can get in there.
Yeah.
And we'll have a good round. But these kids, golfing with these young kids, man, my back hurts just watching them swing. And when they hit it straight and long, it's good. But often they hit it left and right. Anyway,
I'll keep you in the game there.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, speaking of hump day, I've got a little stat for you that's going to make you feel some sort of way. We'll just put it that way. And it's not even sports related. So nice little teaser there. We'll also talk sports. Coming next year on Weekly Rap Sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy and hot with an afternoon high near 93. Tonight, mainly clear skies and a light breeze, a low around 71. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies. It'll be breezy and hot again with a high near 94. I'm meteorologist Kyle Peck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Take control of your health with the DASH scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The DASH scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more. Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Play ball! Ready for summer fun and ballpark vibes? Bring your pack to Haymarket Park for a thrilling season of Lincoln Salt Dogs baseball and unleash the fun. From May through August, the Lincoln Salt Dogs will be playing and the park will be popping with all the food, drinks, and fun you need for the perfect night out. Grab your friends, family, and coworkers and make plans now. Visit saltdogs.com to secure your tickets. Come on out to the park and unleash the fun.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting people first. Whether you're working from the office, at home, or on the go, Hamilton Business Technologies equips your business with the right tools for smooth, professional call handling. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Learn more at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Citizen soldier and veterans of the Army National Guard, you are invited to celebrate the 3rd of July at the Roca Tavern for a free concert by Sean Cole and the Drunk Monkeys. It all starts at 8 p.m., and it's sponsored by the City Car Wash on 3rd and Main in Hickman.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Hauling has been a trusted and reliable hauling service in the community, and they have established themselves in the roll-off industry as well. Fast Mike's Hauling can help you with everything from demolition debris, estate cleanout, yard cleanups, and so much more. They also offer dumpster rentals and flatbeds to make those bigger jobs a little bit easier. Call Fast Mike's Hauling today at 402-450-6828 or visit them online at fastmikeroll-offs.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to weekly rap sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back here on weekly rap sessions with All-American quarterback Steve Taylor. One final segment. I'm Jake Bachman sitting in with Steve for our weekly show. You can join us every week here at 11 o'clock on
have
Wednesday.
too much fun. This hour goes by.
Yeah.
I'm loving my life right now.
Yeah, well, good.
I like my new time slot, 11 to 12.
Yeah.
This is the sweet spot. You know, I got my golf schedule set up. I got my work schedule set up. So kind of loving life right now. And it's summertime in Nebraska.
Yeah.
What's better than that, dude?
Well, something that might be a little bit better is Sweet Things by Marcy, which you also enjoy.
That's another thing.
That's
I
right.
walked in here, like before when I was coming, we had some foods that were not the healthiest. It was tasty, but now she has like yogurt and fruit.
Yeah.
She has sandwiches. So I don't eat the bread. I just eat the cheese and that kind of stuff. And it's very healthy.
Yeah. And the bread's
Yeah.
delicious if you're not counting calories too. You might, but
Yeah,
I know
so,
you're.
but
Yeah.
I won't eat the pasta, but the yogurt and the grapes are awesome.
Yeah. So thanks. Shout out again to Marcy.
Yes, thank you
Head
so
on
much.
down to 1413 N Street, the old corn popper
And
building.
it's neatly packaged.
It
It's
is.
like so it's proportion control.
Yeah.
So you can't eat too much, right? It's like perfect. And I'm like, life is too good right now
Yeah,
for
it's a
Steve
good
Taylor,
deal.
the All-American.
Well,
the former All-American.
let me see if I can bring you down a little bit here with the stat I got.
Oh God. Oh, no, why you want to do that?
Oh, I just want to see your reaction.
You ran on my parade like my wife.
It kind of surprised.
But she doesn't have
me.
dye hair. Well, she does dye her hair.
Yeah,
But
she does too. Yeah.
All right.
So,
what do you got?
well, July 2nd is actually the exact middle day of the year. We're coming up. We're 10 minutes away from noon, which would be the exact midpoint of 2025.
Well,
so
see, why you
congratulations.
gotta do that?
You're halfway through
I
2025.
know. Like, what do they say? What do they say about corn? Knee high by the 4th of
Oh,
July.
yeah,
right?
that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
And kind of when 4th of July hits, you're on the downturn.
Yeah.
Like you know it's coming. You
That's
know
right.
it's coming, right? So we still got August, September. You know, we still got those months.
Yeah, we get into football season. But this year, the midpoint of this year is particularly interesting, of course, in the year 2025.
Yes.
Because it means from this day forward, here in 10 minutes, we will be closer to the year 2050 than we are to the year 2000.
2050. Oh, you start thinking about that stuff when you're my age, when you're 58.
Yeah.
Like I look at quarters. I'm like on the third quarter of my life.
That's right. Yeah.
So I got to get it in right now. I got like 10 to 15 more years, but I got to get it in
Yeah,
because
could be pretty active.
I may be
Yeah.
like who the captain having Achilles surgery, right? Whatever.
right.
I've been very fortunate with that.
Now he's not getting surgery. I'll point
Okay,
that out,
well, he
yeah.
has some problem.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Anyway, so I don't know what he's doing.
He
playing
refuses
basketball.
surgery.
That's him.
Yeah,
He's not the brightest.
It's
guy
his
in the
own
world,
decision.
right?
I
I'm
won't
like,
come
really,
on
like, okay, all right. All right, we'll see how that plays out for you, right?
We'll see.
Okay, what was I talking about now? Anyway,
just getting older,
so the
yeah.
third quarter of your life. So
Yeah.
I got to get it in now. I don't have a bucket list, but now I got to take. I had the greatest report of my health. I had my annual physical and some other things. So I'm in top-notch shape. My weight. That's one thing these other guys were commenting about my legs when I was golfing. These young guys, it was complimented. They said my legs look really fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So well, I was fast.
Yeah. It's like that's true. yeah.
Anyway, no. So I'm looking forward to these. I got 10 or 15 years. I really got to maximize it right now.
Yeah.
I got to maximize it.
Now, kind of going, okay, like I said, the stat now here is now we got 9 minutes where we'll be closer to 2050 than the year 2000.
2050.
Do you remember Y2K? Did you get into the whole?
Yeah, that was the biggest scam there was.
Yeah.
I remember the guy coming over and looking at my computer, getting Y2K compatible or ready, right?
Yeah.
And then 2000 hit, and it was like nothing
It
happened.
was the same thing.
I think
People
it was all a hoax.
It
was all a hoax. All these tech guys made all this money coming in, looking at our computers, thinking it was going to go crazy in 1999, right?
They tricked some people. My grandma was one of the people that tricked, because I remember when it was coming up, she was like filling her bathtub with like food and stuff. I was like, what is going on? I was like, well,
that,
we'll see.
that, and when I was going to Canada to sign my contract, when I went to go buy furniture, the guy told me, well, you can't take your TVs up there.
Up to Canada?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they weren't compatible.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So I threw away like 3 or 4 TVs that I had in my apartment. They were nice TVs, right?
Yeah. Back then, TVs used to be expensive. They got
They
cheaper
were,
over the years
right? So I
somehow.
didn't take them with me because they said that they're not going to be compatible.
Huh.
And I got up there and they were the same.
They were the same thing.
I'm like, I'm only going to Canada.
Yeah.
I'm going to Canada, right? I think the cable is the same.
Like, what did TVs look like up there? They're
They're
same.
the same. Now, when you go to Europe, it's different.
Okay.
Their electrical system is totally different. When I went to Ireland, dude, I almost blew up my face when I put my razor in there.
Yeah.
So that
I
is
didn't
true.
know that.
Yeah, when you go to
Yeah.
Europe, the 3 prongs, their whole electrical grid system is different than ours.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So that you do have to be careful of. But Canada, I used to think I was out of the country in Canada.
It's kind of the same. It's kind of the same thing. Yeah.
Same, dude, like, really. Seriously.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to get into too much Canadian. Let's get into the Canadian tariff talk. No, let's not do that.
No.
I did want to ask you about this because it could be coming to Memorial Stadium soon if it's passed here with LSU. LSU is hoping the NCAA will allow them to sell advertisement patches on game jerseys this season. Would you be interested in advertisement patches coming to Nebraska?
Okay, here's the deal. I will admit, I had a dream the other day that I was in war.
Okay.
I was talking about this. I had a dream I was in war and combat. I mean, serious combat.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Bombs and guns fired.
What era do you think?
I don't
like
know.
World
It
War
was
II?
a dream.
or-
Here's a
Yeah.
weird dream, right? And I was like, I'm done with the war. I've survived it. I'm going to college to play football.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Really?
That's quite a dream.
And I'm going to sign a nice NIL package.
Oh,
that
so
was
it's
my
modern
dream.
day. It
I'm
was
like, what
modern.
am I doing? Why am I in war? So I literally left.
Yeah.
I left. I said, I'm not going AWOL. I'm retiring from the war.
From war,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, this is crazy. Like, why would I want to fight in the war? What? I guess because I've been watching all this stuff on the news, it's the war and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
yeah, sure.
And it's not like it used to be, right?
And you've been watching NIL stuff.
Yeah, I've been watching NIL stuff. So I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm going to college. I want my NIL back. And so I left. So, but then I had a dream. Then I had another. In that dream, I was like a fan, and I was like, well, I'm not paying them. These are professional athletes. I'm not paying them.
Oh yeah, you felt like you had to pay him.
No, so this was in my dream. So I was in the war.
Yep.
Then I went to college. It was going to sign a contract, and then I was a consumer or a fan saying I was rebelling. Like I'm not going to the game because these are professional players. I like it the way it was.
Yeah.
They're getting
You're having
paid.
nightmares about college football having
They're
changed.
getting paid all this money, and here I am supporting them, and they're only 18 or 19 years old. I'm like, that's not right. That's not fair. I'm not going to support them. That was in my dream. I told someone I was golfing yesterday, and it's ironic how things come to your mind, right?
Yeah.
So talk about the NIL. So I guess what I'm saying is that they're professional athletes. So my mindset is different now.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to go to the first game, but now I'm like, I'm not all that eager really about going to games because like these guys are making tons of money, dude.
Yeah, it's a little bit of different element.
They're making tons of money. I get it. I understand it, but I'm like, now they're competing with pro guys. I'm like, anyway, so
I like that. I like what I take away from that is that you like me. Like I hate, change can be difficult, especially to college
I think
football.
that came up because I was talking to someone on the golf course how they're afraid that they're going to lose their volleyball tickets because they're they're redoing the banning.
Yeah,
that they're all upset that they're going to ask them for more money, right? So I think that's where it played into. Like you got to pay now. You really got to pay. To watch these kids play. Play.
Yeah.
And they're only, 18, 19, 20 years old, and they're driving around in Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
it's crazy.
It's a different world. It's certainly a different world.
I get it.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's always a fun time at least to do the show Sometimes we can talk about balding and changes and nightmares, but still have a good time.
It's weekly rap session. That's what we talk about, life events. It's real stuff.
Well, it's good talking with you.
Serious stuff too. I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, have a good weekend. Have a good time in Las Vegas. Have a good 4th of July. We'll see you back next week.
So when I come back, you're gonna have a buzz cut.
I'm gonna be bald.
No, you're gonna have a buzz cut. Go
Okay.
buzz first. Go buzz first.
All right. We'll see. Coming up next, one-on-one with DP on 93.7 The Ticket.
When opportunity knocks, you don't want to miss the call. Hamilton Business Technologies makes communication easy and efficient using customized technology, all while putting